Good evening, Mr. Veach here with the homework helper of the day. Today is January 5th, 2012, and we are working on, yes, you got that right, the percent proportion. And we're doing word problems. So let's take a look. You should have finished 1, 2, and 3 in class. I'll get out my handy post-it notes as we work on number 4. Alright, so what is number 4 telling us? This month, Chun's office produced 690 pounds of garbage. Chun wants to reduce the weight of the garbage produced to 85% of the weight produced this month. So, the question is, what is the target weight for the garbage produced next month? Alright, it's time to set up our proportions. What do we know? Well, let's find out. First, we'll focus this. We know that the total amount, the whole amount of garbage produced this month is 690. Okay? That goes on the bottom because the whole goes on the bottom. We also know that he wants to reduce that amount by 85%. And so in our proportion, we know that 85 is the percentage we're looking for. And that's always over 100. Percent is always over 100. So what's missing? Well, what's missing is the part. What is the target weight, that's the part, of the garbage for next month? If you set this problem up correctly, remember, part always is on top, whole always on the bottom, percent number always over 100. Now we cross multiply. But first, let's help you out by reducing the fraction. There's a common multiple here of 5, so we can divide 85 by 5 and 100 by 5. And if you work that out, you can pause the video and work that out right now. So you can hit the pause button or stay with me. Okay, you're back. If you hit the pause button, and you should have gotten 85 divided by 5, well, that would have worked out like this. 85 divided by 5. 5 goes into 8 one time. We take that away, we get 3. We bring the 5 down, we get 5. 5 into 35, that goes 7 times. So you should have gotten 17 over, well, 100 divided by 5 is 20. And we would still keep 690 on the bottom and x on the top. If we cross multiply, we get 20x is going to equal 690 by 17. So why don't you hit the pause button again and work out what 690 times 17 is. Alright, hit the pause now. Okay, welcome back. If you hit the pause button, you just came back and you're going to work out 690 times 17. If we work that out right together, you should check your work now. 7 times 0 is 7. 7 times 9 is 63. We carry the 6. 7 times 6 is 42. Plus 6 more is 48. Put a placeholder down. 1 times 0 is 0. 1 times 9 is 9. And 1 times 6 is 6. Add those up, we get 0, 3, 17, 11. Answer is 11,730. Now the next step. We have to get x by itself. So we divide this by 20, and we divide that by 20. Why don't you work right now on your own and divide, not the easy one. We know what 20 divided by 20 is. That's going to give us x. What is 11,730 divided by 20? Work that out, hit the pause button, and come back. Welcome back. You should have worked a really hard problem here. Let's do it together. 11,730 divided by 20. Oh, that's a sloppy 0. Alright, how many times does 20 go into 11? Doesn't. 20 into 117? Well, 5 times. And 5 times 20 will be 100. When you take it away, 7 minus 0 is 7. 1 minus 0 is 1. Okay, we've got 17 left, so we bring the 3 down. How many times does 20 go into 170? Well, that's going to go about 8 times, but 8's too much, so we put a 7 down. 7 times 20 is 140. Actually, 8 times will be just fine. That'll be 160. Sorry about that. 3 minus 0 is 3. 7 minus 6 is 1. Sorry for the interruption. Got 13 left. How many times does 20 go into 13? Well, we bring the 0 down, and we know we can get 120 out of this by putting 6 times. Alright, and then we take it away, we got 10 left over. Alright, we'll have 586 and 10 20ths. And we know that 10 20ths is a half. Right? But if you didn't know that, you could add another 0, put a decimal point up here, and bring a 0 down here. Make this 100, and you get 5 times 20 is 100, right? That's a tough one. So the answer is 586.5. Our answer is 586.5. What were they looking for? They were looking for our answer in pounds. And if you guys really work a lot with weight, you'll know that that's LBS, period. Pounds. Answer, 586.5 pounds. There you go. That's the 80, let's see, that is going to be, our X is 586 pounds. They wanted to know what's the target weight for the garbage produced next month. Well, does that sound right? You had 690 pounds this month, and now you got 586.5 pounds for the next month. That actually makes sense. It's less than this last month that we had, but not by much. 85%. This represents 85% of the weight of the garbage we had this month. Alright, move on to number 5 and number 6. And those are, do not think they're quite as hard. Alright, just don't forget to set up your proportion. Let's do one more, and we'll leave one for you all on your own. Alma, number 5, this has to do with salaries. Alma just received a 6% raise in salary. So right off the bat, we know 6% goes on top, and what goes on the bottom? That's right, 100. And now what about the other side? She got a 6% raise in salary. Before the raise, she was making $52,000 a year. How much more will she earn next year? So we know what she was making. Alright? 52,000. And she got a 6% raise. Very good. Thank you. I have my little helper here, my helper Zoe here, showing me that I was not showing up on the screen. Sorry about that. So we know that 6 goes over 100. We also know that she was making $52,000 a year, and we are looking for how much more she will earn. Right? Might be $1,000, might be $2,000, might be less, might be a little bit more. We know 6% is way less than $52,000. All right. Before we cross multiply, let's simplify. These are divisible by 2. Common factor, right? So 6 over 100. 6 divided by 2 is? That's right, it's 3. 100 divided by 2 is 50. Alright, x over 52,000. We cross multiply, we get 50x, right, equals 52,000 times 3. Now you can just do 52 times 3 and add the zeros, or you can do it the long way. Right? Let's try it this way. If I do 52 times 3, 3 times 2 is 6, 3 times 5 is 15. I put down 156, but don't forget, I got 3 more zeros. Okay? So 50x is 156,000. Got to get rid of the 50, so we divide the 50x by 50 and the 156,000 by 50. Why don't you work that out, because 50 divided by 50 will get us x. Why don't you work out 156,000 divided by 50 right now, hit the pause button, and come back. Okay? Alright, good. And you're back! Here we go. Let's do the 156,000 by 50 divided by 50. How many times does 50 go into 15? It doesn't. 50 go into 156? Well, about 3 times, because 3 times 50 is 150, right? We take that away and we get 6. We bring a 0 down. How many times does 50 go into 60? Well, it goes in 1 time, right? You get 10. Right? We bring another 0 down. How many times does 50 go into 100? Oh, it goes 2 times. Alright. And then we have one more 0 left. So we'll just add another 0 here. We get 3,120. So, according to our answer here, we get x is equal to 3,120 what? Dollars. Don't forget that's important. According to our mathematical computations here and our logic in solving this problem, how much more will Alma earn next year? About $3,120. Actually, exactly $3,120. Does that make sense? She was making 52,000. Now 10% of 52,000 would be 5,200. So this is a little bit less than that, and that's good. We're on the mark. Good luck with your homework. Number 6 has to do with sports. We'll see you next time.